So we have a homeless crisis here in Canada. The government even admits to it to some extent. They claim the number at about 400,000. I'd argue it's twice that based on a local count, if you will. And I see in the comments in social media, well, we've always had homeless in Canada. I'd argue, no, we never have had homeless in Canada. We've had street people, people who fall through the cracks of society, perhaps mental health issues, substance abuse, people who choose that lifestyle, choose or chose that lifestyle. We've never had a homeless crisis. We haven't had Trudeau towns, tent cities, all across our nation. I see videos from the Fraser Valley in British Columbia where the roadside rest stops are full of people who reside in them. We've never had a homeless crisis before, not in Canada. Now, Trudeau, of course, and his government refer to them as the unhoused. Yeah, because they don't have a house. You bring in 4.5 million people. Do you think that has a contributing factor to the homeless crisis?
Big
Absolutely.
time.
Yeah, absolutely. How can it not? It's not the only factor, of course. Price, taxes, etc. Well, the economic policies of the Trudeau WEF government. And these numbers, whatever they may be, 400,000, 600, 800,000 homeless people, this doesn't include the people we can't count, the people who are in their parents' basement, their grandparents perhaps, couch surfing with a buddy because the buddy can't afford the rent and they can't afford the rent, so the two of them live together in a one-bedroom apartment. We can't even count these people. Nobody's even trying. So when I see in the comments on social media, we don't have a housing crisis in Canada, a homelessness crisis in Canada, I just shake my head. I don't know how you can't see it.
Excuse me.
Absolutely.
I see it every day, just walking down the street. It's so obvious.
Oh, how can you miss it? This city here in southern Ontario has 120,000 roughly population. There's over 1,000 homeless, absolutely. It could be as much as 2,000 people. That's 1% to 1.6% of the population. And I don't see this city being any different than any other city across Canada, like statistically.
Can I ask another question?
Fire away.
Yes, approximately at one point you said how many people, is it per day or per week, that die?
Oh, I'm not supposed to.
Okay.
Yeah.
My apologies.
Okay, sorry, it's not good to go there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Okay.
And I understand, but we must admit it can end up that way. People dying.
Absolutely. Well, I will touch on this. 2 weeks ago, one of the groups here that try to help the people on the street, the homeless, mentioned they found a woman in the park. I guess I can get away with saying frozen. Yeah, we'll see if that one flies. Anyways, I don't see how people don't see what's going on in this country.